Hey, what's up, everybody? I just had ARG Vegas happen this weekend here in my hometown. It was a lot of fun. I got to see a lot of my friends, a lot of people from out of town, from all my Arizona people. Shout outs to Dom and Brian and Chris and Claus. Shout outs to all the Cali people. All the Vegas people came out. We showed up, did pretty well. Human had his Blackwing deck do very well. He went and got 18th in the tournament. He went X2. He beat every single meta deck, I believe, and lost to Chainburn, and I forgot what the other deck was. He lost to a Fire Fist deck that like topped, I think it was a D-Fissure, and he just didn't draw any MSTs or Icarus attacks. Other than that, he did really well with that deck. He went and got 18th place, like I said. I believe John, I think he played Heretic Dragons, and he did really well going X2. Travis, with his Spellbook deck, he was actually X1 going into the last two rounds. Lost to Dalton Boostman in the feature match to triple Mind Crush drawn by turn 2, which, that will kill Spellbooks definitely. Other than that, I think it was a pretty great weekend. Did have some fun in the 1K. We played some Chinese poker, open-faced Chinese poker to be in fact. And if you guys haven't played that card game yet, it's like pretty much the new fad in like the poker world. And everyone that I've taught in the Yu-Gi-Oh community, they're starting to enjoy it. They love it, and it's a lot of fun. You can make some good money. You can lose money, but overall, it's a enjoyable experience to get your mind off of the Yu-Gi-Oh. Anyways, this is the deck I ran on at the main event. I played a slightly different build during the 1K on Sunday, which I think might even be better than this build. But I played this build. Shout out to Lewis. He's got a guy that goes to my locals. He lent me the Mermail deck, lent me all the pretty much the staples, all the cards that are expensive, pretty much Lind and the TSs and Megalo, pretty much like almost the whole core of the deck, which is awesome. So shout out to him. Shout out to Nesh, who is the #1 rated player here on Dueling Network. He gave me his build. That was like the first Mermail build I ever played with. I've never entered an event using Mermails. And so I took his build and I kind of altered a few cards. I believe he was playing Salvages. I put in Forbidden Lances. I like what Lances does for pretty much any like deck. You want to get your combo off and you don't want to get interrupted by certain cards. So if you drew into a Lance, it was pretty good. It's better than I think MST in some aspects, because MST you have to hit the right card. Let's say they have a bluff card and a bottomless or something like that. If you MST, you have a 50-50 chance. Whereas if you had Lance, you can go off, they play their bottomless, and then you Lance to your TS. Doesn't matter if your TS's attack goes low, as long as you get its effect to search, because you're probably going to go either use OSHA for and tribute it, or make an XYZ with that. So anyways, let me go with the build real quick, show you guys what I played. I played Aqua Spirit in Nesh's build. He didn't play any. I really like what this card does, and I think I would have played 2 if I tested more. I had maybe like really 2 weeks at the very most of like testing with this deck. I was planning to play Dark Worlds, but I just wanted to do something fun, change it up a little bit, so I played Mermails. So I played Aqua Spirit, made rank 4s, Dragoons obviously, heavy infantry. A lot of people say they don't really like it. It helps with this build, and I'll show you why. 2 marksmen, kind of standard. I played Diva. This card was really good in a lot of my matches, just to bring out either a marksman, do some plays, make armadas over a Lind, which was really good. But a lot of times I would go Diva into heavy infantry, make green Kappa right here. Green Kappa, that's the guy that blows up stuff. Armored Kappa, his best friend. This guy has a lot of effects, usually bring out in defense. In 2 turns, he's a big butt, 3,000 defense. But one of the awesome parts of this is detaching a heavy infantry and using its effect, because this guy is water, to pop what I would usually pop as a defissure. Did awesome. Kappa's second effect to discard something when it's in battle to protect all your monsters from battle, and get a Gundam or get a Marks or a heavy infantry off was awesome. Everything else I think was pretty staple. Oh, 2 Megalos. I believe Nash played 2 Megalos because he didn't like lead, and also I guess with Diva in this deck, you can get the Megalo Diva OTK combo every now and then. In a new build, if I were to still play Mermail, this would definitely be the Evis lead. There's many times in the tournament where I wish I could just special summon a 2700 attack just to get swing over like anything, Stardust against one of my opponents and everything else. I should have had the lead there. Osha, this card is really great. I would advocate for putting it in. I believe the guy that went EXO with Mermails and Swiss also ran Osha. Osha, he's really good. Usually the play is Abystius, discard whatever, grab Osha, summon Osha, target Abystius, tribute this, bring back a Lin in attack and a Gundy in attack. Gundy and Osha overlay for Mech Engineer, which is down here somewhere. Right there. And then you just you protect it. It's good against Fire Fist, good against everything actually. Because controls the board a little bit. Let's see, 3 Spike, 3 TS. I played 1 Turge, Tidal, Dark Hole. Thought it was just really good main answers to like everything. One of the problems with this deck was the fact that it doesn't play Undine Controller. It can't make Leo, but against opponents that can make Leo, there's not many options to kill that Leo. Dark Hole is one of them, Torrential, and last minute I put in a Compulse. Compulse I thought was just a really good answer to pretty much almost any kind of lock, any option, Leo included, and so I put Compulse in this deck. 3 Spears, 1 Squall. I wish I played more and I knew what this card did, because this is what actually caused the downfall of my winning streak. I won the first 3 matches, and then against Heretic Dragon in round 4, I definitely could have won the first game against this guy, and then I would have easily won the next one, or one of the 2. But I forgot that this can only bring back monsters in defense. If I knew that, I definitely would have won, because I would have, I guess the turn before I used Lind and he killed the Lind, and I brought back a level 7 instead of a level 4. Something like that. Oh well, now I know. I would still keep this card. It's just too good. Breakthrough skills, good for turning off Draco Sax, turning off Abyss Dwellers on your turn so you can go off. Chain Whirlwind, this is what it was different in Nesh's build. He mained these, and I really like this card. The reason why this card is so good is because if you open up Chain Whirlwind and let's say Abyss Spear, that's on your first turn, you say you set these 2 cards, it doesn't even matter what you have. Your opponent goes, set 2 or even set 3, whatever, and then you play Abyss Spear, bar MST or whatnot. When Lin comes out, and then in the end phase when Abyss Spear dies, it destroys Lin on the field, and I guess I timed out. So anyways, the last thing that happened would be Spear dying, or Lin dying. You can trigger Lin as chain 1 and then Chain Whirlwind as chain 2, not miss spikes timing for Abyss Spike, and pop 2 cards. So I thought that was really awesome. Let me go back here and open up the deck again. I don't think I have it as default. Hey, Dark World, this is the deck I was about to play. Let's go find you. Okay, so that's pretty much the main. I sided out Reckless Greeds a lot when I go, no matter what, after the first game, I would side out the Reckless Greeds, I would put in the MSTs. Everything else was pretty much match based. Let's go over to the side deck though. 3 Maxis, pretty standard. 3 MSTs, 2 debunks. I actually put in a DD Crow over one of the Fairy Winds. Last minute tech, Human told me that it was really good and actually was better than Fairy Wind. My reasoning for this is because there's no point in playing Maxi unless you're drawing into something that will save you from like OTK in case they go off. So I had to draw into something else that can stop plays. DD Crow was pretty good against a lot of decks. Let's see. Iron Walls. Everyone's asking why play 3 Iron Walls. Iron Wall is really good. You shut down a lot of decks. In my feature match that I ended up winning on ARG's Twitch stream, they thought I had Royal Decree set. It was actually an Iron Wall. I never used it during that game because I was just beating down with Tidal. But if it ever came down to the point where if I was ahead and he summoned his, I forgot the name of the Constellator guy that banishes to special summon or to add another 1 to your hand from your grave, I would just flip this over and wreck the guy, stop his plays. Besides that, spellbooks can't use their fate. Dark Worlds can't banish for their gates. Evil Swarms can't banish, same thing like Constellars. Protects you from Bottomless, protects you from Crows. If they play D-Fissure, they can't do anything. It was a really good card. I cut it to 2 in my next build, which I played for the 1K, which I like better, so I'll show you that. And then overworked, just for Fire Fist and everything else that boosts Harpies, whatever. Let's see. For extra Armades, I did have a Delorean also, but I cut it for another Bahamut Shark. But Armades is good. Being able to attack and turn off everyone else's plays during the battle stuff, damage stuff, whatever, is really good. Abyss Dweller, standard, Green Kappa. I told you guys about that, what it does. It's really good. 2 Bahamut Sharks, Excited Knight, Laval Chain. Bought this guy a lot out just to bring out Tidal. Levier, I don't think I ever used it, but it's a good option to have, especially when you're banishing Akaspir and also the Tidal. Dragosac, Engineer, Gaios, 2 Trite, a Honor Art, and a Big Eye. Alright guys, that's all for now. Make sure to like and subscribe. Leave your questions and comments below, and I'll get back to you soon. Thanks for watching.